Happy Saturday! Joe thinks it's pretty gross that I let them kiss my face. I don't disagree, but I'm never gonna stop. So I just posted the vlog that I filmed last week today. I wanted to wait until we were completely ready to open up our store to post it, since I was posting about the store, and it took until Saturday, but it is officially live. That doesn't mean that we immediately start getting sales right away. There's always the possibility for that to happen, but the reality of that happening with your very first product on a store that nobody knows about is so low. So Joe and I are going to continue doing marketing efforts. We got the rest of the containers, as you can see behind me. I've been organizing, we've been taking photos, but it's not as all-consuming as it was last weekend. One kind of fun thing that I did is I did get my nails done this week. Got these little paw prints. I don't know if you can see them. So that if I do take photos, one, my nails look fresh, and two, there's a little paw print detail, so if you see that, it's something that makes me happy. But what we did yesterday was so much fun. Joe and I went to Wiseguys Comedy Club again, and this time, instead of Pete Holmes, we saw Michael Longfellow. Michael Longfellow is an SNL cast member, and he's actually the third SNL cast member that we've seen live. It's the first one we've seen at Wiseguys, but we have seen John Mulaney and Pete Davidson live as well. We just really love comedy. It was a lot of fun, and the way that things work, we got there early, so we got to sit in the second row, which is just fun to be able to say. I definitely think he's newer, branching out into stand-up more than sketch comedy, which is what you do with SNL, but he had some really funny bits. Needless to say, we were laughing the whole time. We got nachos and drinks and just had a great evening. I'm not quite sure what else we're gonna do this weekend, but I will be sure to bring you guys along. So I've just been doing my thing. I wasn't sure where the dogs were. Look at this. Are you kidding me? What you doing over there by yourself? No, mister. This one's been following me around. But him, look at him. I'm gonna whisper because I don't want to wake them. Look at the babies. Look at him. Look at the little toes. Oh my God. We're at Black Bear Diner. Joe hasn't been before. I've been once. So these portions are huge. Like way bigger than I thought they were. But we'll see if it's good. So Joe and I just left Costco. Are you kidding me? It's got a 2-plant in one for 20 bucks. It's Monstera Deliciosa and a Fiddle Leaf Fig. And they had a giant pot for, I've been meaning to replant my Yucca that I got when we moved into our house a year ago. They had a giant pot for like 17 bucks. So I'm going to Lowe's and I'm gonna get some dirt for the pot and replant it. I'm so excited. I'm actually a very lazy plant mom. My yucca is perfect because I legitimately forgot to water her for probably like 2 months one time. Like she was just in one of the rooms of the house that I didn't go into very often and she's thriving. So Monstera and Fiddle Leaf are a step up and I need to learn a little bit more. But I'm looking in Lowe's. We've got to get dirt and plant food, but I don't know anything about plant food. So I'm just gonna grab something and it should work fine. We'll see. By the way, as a little follow-up on Black Bear Diner, it's a no-go.
Yeah, it was not very good and super dry.
Super dry and bland. Like, we keep trying, like, diners, and I can't do the diners. I don't like going somewhere and having to add my own flavor. I hate having to be like,
have to add a lot
can
of
we
salts.
add a little salt or a little hot sauce or whatever?
Yeah. And it's always, again, like, you're not going to go to the diner expecting the highest quality food, but it really is, I can make this at home meals. And that's not why we go out to eat.
And for me, the first time, because I've only been there one other time before, I went there recently with my aunt and my cousin, and I got the stuffed French toast, and that was good. So I feel like if you're going for a desserty, sugary something, then it's good. But if you're going for like savory dinner stuff or like brunch, then maybe pass it up. All right. I'm back home, so things are a little bit less chaotic, but happy Sunday. Also, something I want to address, this week I got Botox. I haven't gotten Botox in a while. I did it for a little bit a couple years ago, and at the time I was like, I'm too young to be doing this. But now that I'm gonna be 29 this year, I figured it's a little more worth it. I've had deep wrinkles in my forehead and around my eyes since high school, and I'm very expressive with my face. And the gal that does my Botox, I let her her know that I don't want to be frozen. I just don't want those lines as much. I think she's doing a great job so far, but I got Botox on Wednesday and I completely forgot that you're not supposed to do caffeine before and you're not supposed to do heat afterwards. And I got a cappuccino to sip while I was waiting for my appointment, then took a hot shower afterwards. So I have a little bit of bruising. It's not bad, but like, I see it because I'm aware of it, and it's just this dumb little bruise that I can't get rid of. I'm moving a little bit now, but this is only a couple days in, so I'm gonna be prepping for almost 30 with no brow wrinkles soon, hopefully. We'll see. Last night was super fun though. I hung out with a group of gals that I did a Valentine's Day party with a couple weeks ago. We just did a bachelor watch party. It's funny because in college, I remember there being girls that did bachelor watch parties, and I just didn't get it at the time. I was super socially awkward in college, and so it's fun to be able to do it now. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit older than most of the other girls. They're fun to hang out with, and it's really fun to kind of reclaim and go through that like college tradition of a bachelor watch party. So I'm excited. I think it'll be fun, and hopefully I keep hanging out with them. Let me show you, one, my plants, and two, a little bit more of our stock room, because we got more containers to put stuff in, and it's looking so good. So these are the plants that I got from Costco. I had a yucca plant that I got a year ago when we first bought our house, and I told myself that if I could keep it alive for a year, I'd let myself get another plant. And I was genuinely sitting over here being like, do I want Monstera or Fiddle Leaf Fig? Like, which one of those do I want to get? 20 bucks for both of these. Like, are you kidding me? I'm literally so excited. I'm a little bit worried because I don't know a ton about plants. When I'm looking at this Fiddle Leaf Fig, I'll show you a little video of the roots, but the roots are going around the edges already. So I'm curious if that means that it already needs to be repotted, but I don't want to mess with it quite yet. I also, please, if you have opinions, let me know. I saw some TikToks where they were saying if you want your Fiddle Leaf Fig to be like stocky and then bushy at the top, you have to cut the top piece off when they're this size, which is terrifying. So I'm gonna do a little more research on that, and maybe in a couple of weeks I'll decide whether or not I want to fully commit to that. But I'm gonna be replanting my yucca. I got a couple bags of this cactus, palm, and citrus mix, and I got this pot from Costco. It was only like 17 bucks, and it's not stone. It's lighter, which I really love. Let me show you my yucca. So this girly right over here is my yucca. If I'm saying that wrong and it's yucca, I'm so sorry. But I've been meaning to repot it, partially because I feel like this little guy has no room in there. Like, I don't know how he's surviving with this guy also in there. He's doing healthy so far. I'm excited to repot and see if that helps him grow a little more. I know they're slow growers, but I want to see if he gets even bigger. And then this is the current state of our stock room. Holy crow. We got a bunch more boxes. We didn't even get all of them. There's more for the leather stuff on the way, but I was able to separate all of these, and it's literally so tall. Like, let me show you for scale just how tall this is. And all of this could be a huge flop. I fully understand, like 90% of businesses fail, and we could just end up stuck with all of this, but I've got a good feeling about it. Either way, whether this works or it doesn't, it's a fantastic learning experience. There's a proverb that I really love, and it goes, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, and the second best time is today. And I kind of try to live by that. And so I would rather try this now and put everything that we've got into seeing whether or not we could even be capable of starting an e-com business than wake up a couple years from now and wish that I'd tried it while I was still in my 20s. At this stage in our life, before we have a kid, is when we're able to take the most amount of risks and the most amount of calculated risks. And not everything works out, and that's okay. But I feel like it would be a massive disservice to our future selves if we never even tried. So I'm gonna get off of my soapbox with that one, and I'm gonna get to repotting my plant. Not gonna lie, right now I'm a little bit nervous that I did not get enough dirt, so we'll see how this goes. I literally asked ChatGPT, I was like, I'm at Lowe's, this is the kind of plant I have, what do I get? So if it's wrong, oh well. This could be totally the incorrect approach, but I'm just gonna try cutting the nursery pot open while this is in that. Yes, maybe. I don't know, this is my first time doing this. I've never had a plant that stayed alive this long. And if this kills it, it's still a record. I don't know if you can see down here, there's some little baby roots sticking out at the bottom. I feel like that's a good sign that now's time. I gotta get back to this. This is what the roots look like. I feel like that looks crowded to me. I feel like that's a good time to separate them. Look at that. Ignore the spill. But look at that. I feel like that's the perfect amount. Now, I'm probably gonna ask Joe in there for help because this is kind of big. All right, my plants are in the house. Look how good they look. It's by my stair stepper, but I feel like these windows are perfect. And I bought this plant stand from IKEA last year. I haven't had any plants on it, so I feel like it's a really good spot to put them. I've also been watching TikToks till I'm sick of watching TikToks on something called topping for Fiddle Leaf Figs, where you cut the top off of it to make it encourage branching, which I really would love for when this grows to, instead of just being like one tall stalk, branch out. So I'm gonna give that a whirl, and I'm going to just take these little babies in here off and see what that does. But I'm really excited about these plants. I think they look so good, and hopefully they grow really well. Please come here. So it's officially time to end the vlog. I just wanted to show you guys really quick our setup. We're actually gonna be able to get some really cute social posts for Cooper and Blaze using this wall. We bought them at Lowe's when we bought my plants, and I'm really glad that this is working out how I thought it would. I was trying to figure out how we can showcase our products, and I saw this. I think it's great. It was an incredible weekend. Update on the plants. I did end up chopping the tippy top leaf off of both of the stems on my Fiddle Leaf Fig. It may have been too early to do that, but I'm not seeing any damage so far. And I also bought a moss pole on Amazon for the Monstera. I don't know if it needed it yet. I just kept seeing TikToks that that's a good thing to do. And so far, this dude is still alive, and it's now Tuesday. It's not too late for something to have gone wrong. Really hopeful that I didn't murder my plants. But thanks for hanging out with me this weekend. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!